Hello everyone! So I am back making videos and this time absolutely determined to stick at it. We'll see how it goes. So this video has been on the cards for a while and that's because I think it is a topic that a lot of new and old guinea pig owners alike worry about from time to time, and that is whether you are feeding the right mix of fresh fruit and vegetables. So we all know, aside from a continuous supply of fresh hay, pellets, we have to give our guinea pigs an amount of vegetables and fruit per day. So generally the advice is that we give approximately a cup, however big your cups are, of vegetables per pig per day. Feed a variety of different vegetables and know to only feed certain ones occasionally. But which ones? Is it a crime to feed the same vegetable twice in a row? How often should fruits come into the mix? In this video, rather than giving you an endless list of vegetables, I'm going to kind of put them into groups and hopefully demonstrate how it isn't that hard to give your guinea pigs a healthy mixture of different fruit and vegetables. So before we go down into the kitchen and have a look, see what I've got on display, I'm just going to go over some that we definitely shouldn't be feeding our guinea pigs, and that includes potatoes, mushrooms, anything that is grown from a bulb, so this can include onions, leeks, garlic. I don't think people would consider giving them to their guinea pigs anyway. But also another one is the green vines and leaves of tomato plants and rhubarb. Iceberg lettuce is always a no-no as well because it's really got no nutritional value and it can cause diarrhea. But basically, if you are unsure about anything, have a quick look on Google, see what people think, have a look on the guinea pig forums, have a look on Guinea Links, that's a great website. It's better to be safe than sorry. Of course, here I am with the guinea pigs and I know you haven't seen them in a while, so we'll just go and see what everyone is up to. The camera is on its tripod thingy, so I can't really have a look too close, but I can zoom actually, we'll have a zoom. There's Lola over there in the corner, having a munch on some hay. Hiding behind the, whatever it is, is Annie. Bless her, I think she's having a little nap there. Yeah, I can see her leg sticking out at the back. And then over here, trying to avoid the camera, is Spritey. There she is. I wonder if she'll say hello. Hey, pig. Hello. Whoops, camera's falling. There we go. So the piggies are fine. So we're just going to pop down into the kitchen and see what I have in terms of vegetables. So here we are in the kitchen and I have roughly split up my different fruits and vegetables into 5 groups. You might be able to have a guess why I've split them up. But before I get on to talking about the individual groups, I'm just going to speak a bit about those vegetables that we might only want to give occasionally, definitely not every day, day after day. And these are things like cruciferous vegetables, so that's stuff like broccoli, cabbage, sprouts, cauliflower. And you've probably already heard, but these kind of vegetables can cause gas, which can be serious because if it leads to bloat, then that can be fatal. So I feed broccoli now and again. My guinea pigs really love it, but knowing that I should only feed it sparingly, I don't go overboard, just a small floret or so each. And you might also read that spinach, parsley and other vegetables high in calcium and oxalic acid should be fed sparingly. And this is because some guinea pigs can be susceptible to bladder and kidney stones. And last of all, fruits should not be given too often because for the same reason that we should try and eat more vegetables than fruits as part of our 5 a day, fruits are high in natural sugars and that's obviously not too good for the guinea pigs either. And also things like apples are very acidic, so they have been known to give guinea pigs mouth sores, which we don't want. Oh, I have to show you my lovely guinea pig egg cups, which my best friend got me for for Christmas. And they're just so cute. I think she got them from Liberty, London. They're adorable, absolutely love them. So first up we have lettuces and other kind of big leafy vegetables like this, and these are probably one of any guinea pig's favourite meals. So try and give kind of at least 2 different kinds a day and try to mix it up whenever you run out of one by replacing it with a different one. So in this category we have all different kinds of lettuces. Here I've got round lettuce, which is a common one you can get in the UK, green lettuce, red lettuce, romaine lettuce, curly lettuce, also other things like rocket, watercress and spinach, but remember spinach only a small amount and not so often because it's high in calcium. And next up we have herbs. So herbs can be an interesting one because some guinea pigs like certain ones and some others they don't like them, they totally turn up their noses at them. I've got 2 different ones to show you here. This one is coriander, and that is a really good one to feed because unlike parsley it's not too high in calcium, so you can give them quite a lot of coriander, or cilantro is its other name. If you're in America you'll probably know it as cilantro. And there's also basil, mint, or this one here is dill. And I haven't actually tried my piggies with dill, so I'm quite interested to see what they think of it. So herbs are a great one. If you're from the UK like me, I got these from Morrison's, and if you go to a big Morrison's store they've actually got quite a good selection of different herbs. So if you don't have a local kind of veg shop near you that you can go to, then a Morrison's supermarket is a good option for herbs. My third group, which I've only got one example of really, is vegetables high in vitamin C, and I think at least one of these should be given every time you give them fresh food. And for example, I always give my piggies some red pepper every day. And red pepper's fantastic because it comes top of the list for vitamin C without being too high in sugar or too high in calcium like other things can be. But other things you can try if you want to mix it up a bit are fruits like oranges, strawberries, chicory, which apparently is also high in vitamin C, but I haven't tried that myself, so that might be a good one to have a go at. Also things like spring greens, cabbages are high in vitamin C, but we've got to remember that they can cause gas, so not too often. Spinach and parsley are also high in vitamin C, but again, thinking about the calcium, maybe not too often for those as well. There is actually a great list of vitamin C, they're all in order, of the amounts that they have in them on Guinea Links, and you'll see that red pepper is top of the list, and also quite as more in it than the one that's second down. I think the second one is parsley, so red pepper's a great food to give. The only thing is it's a bit expensive, but I'm sure we can treat our piggies. My fourth group is fruits, moving over here. So fruits, I've already said, shouldn't be given too often because they can contain high levels of sugar and also acid in things like apples. This said, they are great for adding something different to your piggy's diet and experimenting to see which are their favourites. So there's a huge long list of fruits you can try. It's recommended to only give a small piece per piggy once or maybe twice a week. And so you can try starting with some that you might already have around in the house that you enjoy yourself. So things like apple, oranges, strawberries, melons, bananas, grapes, and of course tomatoes. Tomatoes are a fruit, of course. Lola absolutely loves tomatoes. So I think tomatoes are one of those things that they either love or hate, so that's a good one to have a go at and see whether your guinea pigs like them or not. So there we are, you've got a few lettuces, you've got 1 or 2 herbs, you've got something to boost the vitamin C level of your meal, and then you might have a couple of fruits that you want to add in if it's one of those days out of the week that you're going to give fruit. My last group is kind of the filler vegetables, and this is a group of all the other potential things that you can give, and it's also a great opportunity to have an experiment and provide more variety. So try and give at least two from this group to join the rest that you've got. So some examples like I've got here are cucumber, celery. This has to be the biggest celery I've ever seen. Got this from Morrison's, it's gigantic. So that's got like nice leafy bits on top, which I'm sure they'll enjoy. A lot of people avoid celery like the plague, but as long as you chop it up fine, it's not going to, they're gonna digest it fine. I know it's got these veins running through it, but as long as you chop it up, then there's gonna be no problem with them digesting it. We've also got things like carrots, courgette or zucchini as you might know it, beans, green and yellow peppers as well. They're not as high in vitamin C, not at all compared to the red peppers, but they're also good to give. And then we've got things like corn, and the husks are recommended. I'm yet to try them out, but apparently lots of guinea pigs really like the corn husks. And again, if you go on any of the good advice websites or any of the forums and see what people have to say, there is actually a huge list of stuff that guinea pigs can eat, and it's really good, as I said, to, you know, experiment a bit, see if they like it. If they don't, then it doesn't matter, and try and find something, a substitute that you can give them instead. So there we go, that's my 5 different groups, and I hope this helped just by kind of splitting it up into different things, and, you know, providing at least one from each group, 1 or 2 from each group per day, whilst remembering not to give fruits every day because they are high in sugar. And that's everything I have to show you here. Moving on over here to the other side of the kitchen, we have the guinea pig's vegetables for today, which I have lovingly prepared for them. So this is just an example of what I give my guinea pigs every day, and I've tried to include some things from those different groups that I was talking about. So there I've got the round leaf lettuce. I would try and give another lettuce as well because they do really like them, but at the moment I've only got the round leaf. Then they've got a big bunch of coriander. They've got red pepper, of course, to give them vitamin C, and then they've got their filler vegetables. They've got some carrot, some cucumber, which isn't great for nutrition. Some guinea pigs don't even like it, but I think it's a good thing to give them as a treat because mine enjoy it. And they've also got celery and some nice leafy bits off the top of the celery as well. I'm not going to give them any fruits today, but we'll see, maybe tomorrow I will. So let's go and see what the guinea pigs... Here are the big juicy balls of vegetables, and in there we have some very impatient guinea pigs. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to them. Here we go. Oh, this might be a bit... whether I can carry them with one hand. I can just about manage it. Here we go. Hello! Hello, are you hungry? Let's pop them down here for you. You always get in the way, don't you? Yep. Here we go. Go on, Sprite, get stuck in. She's always a bit wary when the other two dive in, bless her. So there we go. I thought I'd finish this video off with some lovely shots of my own. Sorry, just getting into position with some filming of my own piggies enjoying their vegetables. And whether this is actually enough for them, I'm not sure. They'll eat it all pretty quickly, but whether it's a cup each, I'm not sure. I think that advice is a bit ambiguous, so it'd be interesting to hear how much you give your piggies in relation to what I've got here. But anyway, I hope this video has been helpful, and I hope it's encouraged you to kind of not be stuck in a rut with what vegetables you feed, to kind of mix things up a bit more. I mean, I can happily admit myself that I often feed the same things a lot, and it is hard to, you know, just get out of that habit and go out and buy some different things for them every now and again. But I'm really going to try, and I'm also going to follow this video up with some short videos of them trying out new foods which they haven't had before. So look out for those, they should be a bit of fun. So just before I wrap it up, another thing that I've seen people worry about on forums is how on earth am I meant to give them so much variety, because things are going to go off, and obviously we don't want to be giving our guinea pigs things that we wouldn't really eat ourselves that are starting to turn. And I think the answer to that is that it's absolutely fine to give the same thing, you know, 2 days, 3 days, more days in a row. We want to keep what we give them fresh, and as long as they got variety in the long run, I don't think it's really going to make that much difference if, say, I'm going to have to use up this coriander that I've bought in a, you know, in a week before it's kind of going off. I think it's absolutely fine that they're going to have that every day, as long as it isn't one of those vegetables that we know to give only occasionally. So things like broccoli and cabbage, I'll only really give it to them if we're having it ourselves with a meal or something, and that way I'm not just going to give them a few florets and then the whole thing is going to be wasted. So anyway, I hope this video has helped. Please, if you have any questions, just post them below, I'll get back to you, and it'd be really interesting to hear from you guys what kind of vegetables you like to feed your guinea pigs, what are their favourites, what kind of selection you give, you know, just share your thoughts. Any questions, just ask, and look out for more videos in the near future. Okay, so thank you for watching, and goodbye from me, goodbye from Annie, Sprite and Lola, who are all stuffing their faces and totally ignoring me.